sports betting crime ring that processed and profited from some $2 million in illegal bets.
America, we just uncovered a massive organized crime story that reads like a movie script. The Perna crime family, 3 generations of mobsters, just got busted for running a $2 million illegal gambling operation using college wrestlers as their street-level bookies. But here's what's really wild. They were using both the current wife and the ex-wife of the bosses to help run the operation, because this isn't just another mob story, you guys. This is organized crime in the digital age, showing how the Mafia adapted to smartphones and college campuses while keeping their old-school family structure intact.
This illegal gambling ring got started, and it is also where crime families are active.
What is up, guys? Tyson De La Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. This New Jersey mob case shows you exactly how organized crime evolved from backdoor poker room games to high-tech gambling operations that recruited college athletes as their ground troops. Let's jump into the family business that spanned 3 generations and $2 million in illegal bets. Let me introduce you to the Perna family. Think of them as the Kennedys of illegal gambling. At the center of this operation is Joseph Lil Joe Perna, 55, alleged captain of the Lucchese crime family. But this wasn't his first rodeo, you guys.
Joseph Perna advised his son, also named Joseph Perna, in a gambling ring that began in New Jersey port facilities and spread.
Little Joe and his father were busted in a massive gambling operation called Operation Heat back in the early 2000s. So when I say this is a family business, I mean literally. It literally spans generations. This is what they do. It's in their blood. Politics is for the Kennedys. But here's where it gets interesting. This was a true family operation. Lil Joe's 25-year-old son, Joseph A. Perna, was running day-to-day operations like a CEO. His other son, Anthony, 23 years old, was also involved. A stepson, Frank Zito, 23 years old, was helping run the business. Even his wife, Kim Zito, was accepting cash from the operation.
Perna is charged, along with his sons, his stepson, nephews, and others, with racketeering, conspiracy, gambling offenses, and money laundering.
And it doesn't stop there. They had nephews, Dominic Perna and Michael Cheto, working as sub-agents and bookmakers. This looked like a family reunion more than a criminal enterprise. But the most dramatic twist of this, they got both the current wife and ex-wife caught up in this operation. Here's what makes this case really wild. They were using former wrestlers from Rutgers University as ground-level bookies. We're talking about guys like Tyler Snorbush, Spencer Special, and Nicholas Ramo, standout athletes who became high-level betting agents.
He's been identified as a member of organized crime and is charged along with his sons, stepson, nephews, and others. The charges include racketeering, gambling offenses, and money laundering.
Think about this for a second. They were supposed to be role models, college athletes, and they were running illegal gambling operations for the mob. They recruited clients on campuses and coordinated with dozens of sub-agents nationwide.
That this operation relied on Gen Z gamblers and a network of sub-agents recruited from among Perna's sons' high school and college friends. They effectively recruited younger gamblers or players that they knew would be able to pay up, or those that they could leverage payment from, namely college students and student athletes.
These college wrestlers weren't just placing bets, they were managing entire networks of bettors across the country. This, in my opinion, is a brilliant strategy, you guys, using college athletes because they have credibility with other students. They understand the sports they're taking bets on, and they have access to a customer base that trusts them. Just when you think this story couldn't get more dramatic, enter Rosanna Magno, Little Joe's ex-wife. She got pulled over by police in April 2025 and tried to hide gambling records in her car.
And among those implicated are, unfortunately, several college athletes.
Today, we allege that this illegal gambling operation, led by Fairfield resident Joseph M. Little Joe Perna, who's a member of the Lucchese crime family, used offshore gambling websites to systematically entice people to place bets as part of a sophisticated gambling operation.
Now, Attorney General Platkin says Perna, along with his sons, stepson, wife and ex-wife, ran what's being described as a multi-generational family operation designed to line their pockets.
So we've got both the current wife and the ex-wife caught up in this operation. As the Attorney General said, this was truly a family affair. Think about the dynamics here. Your ex-wife is still helping you run an illegal gambling operation while your current wife is also involved. That is some serious organized crime loyalty right there. Now you might be asking, Tyson, New Jersey legalized sports betting in 2018. So why risk federal prison to run an underground operation? Here's the thing, you guys. The mob doesn't play by the same rules as DraftKings.
Well, the mob, the difference is the mob will give them credit. These younger kids, the generation that's coming up, it's easy with these colleges because I could go to a college kid and tell them, you want to make some easy money? You see that it's basically legal. That's the way I would sell it to them. And recruit 10 guys and just say they have 10 guys, they put bets in for the weekend. And out of the 10 guys, they wind up losing $10,000. And then as the weeks go on, when you do win, eventually that $10,000 will get paid off, and then you make your money. So really, it's I'll take all the risks.
Listen to this ex-mobster explain it. The mob offers credit betting, which is huge. You can place bets without upfront cash, unlike legal sports books. They don't report to the IRS, so no taxes. And they can settle bets with muscle, something that DraftKings definitely can't do.
I have a source that says nothing has ever been better for the families in the mafia in America than this. That this has been like the fountain of youth for their finances.
Legal betting doesn't eliminate the mob's market. It just gives them a shadow to hide in. This wasn't some back alley fly-by-the-night operation with papers and pencils. They were using offshore gambling websites, encrypted chat applications, and sophisticated network of agents. They processed over $2 million in bets between 2022 and 2024 using modern technology with classic mob structure. The Perna family has been in the gambling business for decades. You've got Ralph V. Perna in his late 70s or 80s, who's gained power after New Jersey wars in the early 90s. Then you've got his sons running operations in the 2000 and 2010s. And now you got the third generation, Ralph's grandson, stepping in as bookmakers and digital age earners. This case didn't happen in a vacuum. Back in April 2025, New Jersey prosecutors charged 39 people in a sweeping Lucchese enterprise that covered underground poker clubs, offshore betting sites, loan sharking, and retail theft.
Oh, this is going to be massive. This is going to be massive, especially with the corruption with these players. Wait till you get into all these college players that have been throwing games and underperforming just for these bets to edge them off.
Lil Joe, not to be confused with Lil John, was a mid-level manager in the wider April operation. His home was raided. They got his phone. And the encrypted chats and betting records they found helped build the case in November. America, the Lil Joe Perna bust isn't just another mob headline. It's a snapshot on how modern organized crime operates. While the rest of us are playing by the rules on legal betting apps, these guys are running their own game with their own mafia-style rules. The mafia isn't dead. They're alive and evolving. They learned how to use smartphones. Kudos to them. Encrypted apps and college athletes instead of envelopes and payphones. Legal betting doesn't eliminate the mob's market. It gives them new ways to operate in the shadows. This is organized crime in 2025. Family run, tech savvy, and built to last. And that's the lesson here. When there's money to be made and rules to be bent, organized crime will always find a way. Let me know what you think about this. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.